The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were... And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Under 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Real. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down, Mariota. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Mariota, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, it stays up. Powerful running. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 64 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? And then
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A toss play to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mariota now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep, Landry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mariota to throw it. Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mayfield to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Seibert's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Well, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little juke, shrugs him off.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Regular.
From the 38, Mayfield, flush to his right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. midfield, hands it off to Chubb. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Regular.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield now, and that's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw him off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see a breakdown as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Landry now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that will be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Seibert able to knock this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for him. Got to take care of the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll roll in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mariota to sneak it. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will shave one more off this lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile,